All right, so today we talked to a company better known as BiggerKids. They sell pool inflatables, and so we're working with them on um, getting their inflatables out onto the market. And so we talked today kind of on how we've been marketing, and then some potential new areas in which we can jump into, such as Amazon marketing, the new Walmart um, platform, but also platforms that you might know of like Let Go and Wish and stuff like that. And so it's really fun diving into just kind of seeing how things are going, and talk about different strategies that we can do to just help sell product and work on the e-commerce side of things. So hope you enjoy it. Would love to hear your feedback, and let's dive right in. Volume dropped quite a bit after doing that. And there are a few things I wanted to kind of talk about. So we don't have regular search. The only thing we had going was the retargeting stuff. And so getting search going is going to help drive some of those sales. But basically targeting some first time users. As I was talking to him yesterday, I wanted to get your thoughts on, have you guys used Wish or Let Go or heard of that? Yeah, so it's a.
I wasn't sure if that was like the appropriate marketplace. It's like OfferUp.
And that was an offer
like
up, Let Go.
Craigslist, but digital.
It's one of the fastest growing e-com platforms in the world right now.
Yeah, they're huge in Europe.
But essentially they allow marketing, and it's just a marketplace that's full of products. To your point, don't know if it is the right, I guess, marketplace, the right place to show it, but the thought process there is, let's test it and see kind of the performance, if we can get sales, what cost per clicks look like. Because it is a brand new platform, there's probably not a whole lot of people marketing on it, which all of these are all auction based. So if there's not a lot of people on there and bidding, then we could probably get these clicks a lot cheaper. I mean, probably down to 10, 15 cents. But the thought process there is, if someone is on a platform that is their whole mindset is shopping, we should probably be able to get in front of people that would actually purchase. Just because the intent is, if I'm going to an app that literally the only thing to do is buy products, it should be a good place to yeah. And we can send over all the targeting parameters that we can do. It's still looking into it, and so not sure if there is actual audience-based targeting. Really want to get your thoughts on, is it cool if we yeah. Yep. And it wouldn't be a whole lot of budget that would be spent there. It would be testing. Another area is the Let Go, Offer Up. They allow placements as well. And really, you can, from what I've seen, it's you can, I think it's like $50, and you can show for 2 weeks, and you get quite a few views, but it would be, hey, are we driving sales from it? Are people clicking? And basically getting more towards what we're doing now is targeting audiences across the web, and they might not be on a specific shopping website or something like that. So really is shifting dollars from people that are across the web to, all right, let's look at OfferUp, Wish, these apps where the entire purpose of the app is to shop and purchase.
And the other thing too is, since we have it set up, if they do click to the site from there, then we'll get them on a list, which, so what the ultimate goal was then to be able to kind of retarget them when they do search. So like if they do a search for the like unicorn pool floaty or something, then our ad can come up, but only after they've already gone to the site. So they're looking.
Basically been exposed to the brand.
Yeah.
Another option, which is that we haven't tested, would love getting everything on Amazon, doing some Amazon shopping ads. They typically perform pretty well. Again, it's just being on a platform where the ultimate goal, or the only thing you can do on there is purchase things. And so essentially would love to roll those 3 or 4 platforms out, the OfferUp, Let Go, Wish, and Amazon, and see if we can get some more purchases out of what would be the top of funnel, it would generate lower cost per click, so we could drive additional traffic, filling up that audience list, so that when people do a search, but also launching the search ads that aren't just retargeting, because it's right now you have to hit 1,000 users to even start running that, and so we're just shy of it, so we haven't run any actual search ads. So I think getting some of those platforms going, along with launching some of the search stuff to first-time users, I said the conversion rate typically isn't as good, but the intent is still there. They're searching for a floaty. They're searching for a unicorn floaty or whatever it may be.
We have some of the stuff on Amazon that we can, and then we're trying the other stuff that we don't have on there. We're trying to put underneath the brand because they're like generics, basically. Unicorn, the flamingo are generics, and they gotta basically be under a brand to be able to stay on Amazon. The other stuff is there though, and our biggest problem so far has been getting reviews, and we got some reviews earlier this season, and it started working, but then Amazon removed them. So it's like we're like, oh crap, and that was like they removed them. Like,
say why?
they're just hypersensitive about making absolute sure that reviews are legitimate reviews, and if they question if they are, they just automatically assume they are. And it's getting
So it's funny because like those reviews were organic.
Some of them were.
Because we tried organic and a few paid, and like they ended up taking off
Even
like some of the organic ones. We were like,
yeah, there's like they removed like 90% of our reviews. Like they just whittle them away. We had like 10 reviews on a number of things, and all of a sudden look at it one day, we're like, hey, there's 9 now. Now there's 7. And like 2 days later, like there's 6 now. Oh crap.
So it's a race. So now we gotta get reviews fast.
Yeah. So now we're like, okay. I mean, there's a threshold. It's funny. It's like when we started all this stuff, we had a bunch, plenty to spend. Randomly had advertising and all that stuff. Should have slowly spent it on Amazon reviews and stuff like that.
We were actually just talking about that yesterday. The
Fake ones?
yeah.
I was reading about how a lot of them. I used to be able to filter down to like verified reviews for people that bought.
So
now
all these were verified reviews.
Now people are buying those. So now you can't even really trust those.
Even just 1 year ago, you could legitimately get reviews by just going into like a Facebook group or something like that and providing a coupon code and saying, hey, it's like an official Facebook group for getting Amazon reviews. Here's a coupon code so you can get the product for like $1 or whatever. Just please leave a positive review if you like it. And the only caveat with Amazon was you have to make sure that coupon code is public. So if you put it in your description, your product description, and publicly, but maybe you can make small print and nobody's ever really going to see it.
Yeah.
Then that was fine with them. They're like, okay, I mean, they're using coupon codes, but anybody can technically use it. And then so they stopped that. And then they started infiltrating the Facebook groups and stuff like that, and finding out who these people are, and then like banning accounts and stuff. Yeah. So all that kind of got froze, and now people are trying to resurrect things on an underground. Like you were talking to somebody who can get reviews for a couple bucks. We're gonna try.
Well, they have been a lot more stringent. So like people, like if you're an Amazon Prime member, you can leave reviews, but if you're not a Prime member, you have to spend like $50 or more on the same card in order to leave a review. It's like all of these new rules that have been implemented.
Make sure you're an actual person shouting.
Yeah, which is just kind of bizarre. But
here's something else that's interesting, possibly for you guys. I don't know. We have access to Walmart Marketplace.
Really?
Nice. Which was a pain in the ass. But we got it, and we have it now. So I don't know if that's interesting. If you guys want to play with that too, I mean, we just
Walmart Marketplace, and is that?
So they're trying to just Walmart.com, but as a seller, it's called the Walmart Marketplace.
Gotcha.
So you log into marketplace.walmart.com.
So you're just like the related ones when you're looking at a product.
If you look for a product,
yeah,
and then you'll see there's a list of sellers, just like Amazon. They're actually trying to compete with Amazon.
Oh yeah.
And so the reason I did that is because there's this one guy who does Amazon reviews. Told me, he's like, yeah, a lot of people are like hate Amazon. Like a lot of sellers hate Amazon. They're getting really frustrated with them, and they're trying Walmart out and actually liking it a lot more.
Amazon has all the power. They can say no, and Walmart wanting to compete, they're probably more likely to. Sure.
The interesting thing about Walmart is it's hard to get onto it. Amazon, you can become a seller easily, but it's hard to sell specific products because there's so many. You have to like get approval for like so many different things, and then if you don't have a brand backing up your products, then you're extremely susceptible to them not lasting on there. So at the product level, it's gotten really difficult. But just being able to be a seller in general on Amazon, it's easy. Walmart's kind of the opposite. Walmart, you have to go through, provide a bunch of documentation, go through like little interviews through email to be able to be on the platform. They review your other platforms you're on, like Amazon and eBay or whatever else, to see if you have like over a year good standing and ratings and stuff, and then there's like an onboarding process and stuff. So, but then once you're on, it's kind of like easier to get products on there. Any product they put on there, I can get it.
And so is that organic stuff, or is it for putting money behind it, or a little bit of both?
I looked at advertising in Walmart. We're just at this part now where we've been adding products to it.
Gotcha.
That's all.
So how could you guys grant us access?
Yeah, I could just give you my login.
That would be awesome, because we can look in there and then.
It's kind of a new thing, and it's possibly really up and coming.
I know Walmart's trying hard to compete with Amazon. I think they saw what the whole digital marketplace is doing, and because I know because aren't they the ones that purchased Jet.com?
Oh,
yeah, they did that a couple years ago.
Yeah, I think that was their first move.
So how long did it take you to like get the exit or like get into it?
Like 2 months.
Wow.
A lot of that's just waiting.
Yeah.
Well, it was like applying for a loan. Like they needed tax returns, all this stuff to like prove that you're like a legitimate seller and everything like that. And we're like,
and I'm sure it'll change. You can tell they're like
here's my social security number and my tax return.
Well, I'm sure they're trying to prevent what like Amazon is going through right now, where there's a lot of like fake products or counterfeit products, and they're probably trying to be mindful of that. Did you guys try any Facebook ads before?
Yeah, we did that last year.
That was we just we tried it with multiple people.
Well, the thing is that we were in the process of finding of hitting our 1,000 people. So it costs a lot of money initially to like be able to grab enough data to retarget. And so when he says like it didn't work, it was like mainly because we didn't allow enough time for us to gather enough data before like it just got really expensive. Like
similar to like the search stuff where it's like you need at least 1,000 before you can do this.
Yeah. So like the CPA initially in the data gathering process was like $300, and we're like, this is absurd, but I guess we'll just take it because what do we do? Like we need data. And then eventually we were able to get it down to like 92 or something, but by at that point it was like we'll just abandon this and go to Google AdWords, and Google AdWords we were able to get it down to like $19, and so we just kind of stuck with Google AdWords from there.
Well, the main thing kind of happened at the end when we stopped it was the marketer was like, okay, it looks like 3 more weeks of like this bleeding, and it looks like we're going to be good. Like it looks like within about 3 weeks we should see a turning point, and we'll have enough data, and it's going to be awesome. Like, okay, well, we're like pretty much out of money, but if we've come this far, 2 weeks went by, and then Amazon Prime Day hit, and everything just went dead. Like, not a single order. But some days we're getting like 50 orders in a day. There was a day we had like 50 orders. But everything just went dead. And then for a few days we're just like paying for advertising for nothing and all this stuff. And so I talked to the guy, and I'm like, does this happen to just us, or is this everybody? And he's like, yeah, pretty much everybody. I'm like, okay, well, I'm like, do you still see like a week? You said 3 weeks before. Do you still see kind of like a week till we see some daylight? Because we're like out of money now. I mean, we can try to figure it out. If you still see it, then we'll do it. And he's like, what do you want to do? Do you want to stop? I'm like, I'm kind of asking you, like, if you still see a week, like if we pause for a while until this Amazon Prime Day cloud is over or gone, And he's like, I don't know. I guess we should just stop. And that's how we stopped. And then that's how we ended up only doing Google Ads.
Gotcha.
I mean, there's a couple really scary days. The CPA was so high, it was so crazy. So I'm like, Yeah.
That's a part of the process, though. What do you do?
Yeah, because it does take a little time to collect the data to know really what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What email address is good for you guys?
You can do the EIC at Every Impression Counts. And then YouTube just launched YouTube for Action. And basically we can do video overlays that say like shop now, and so we're doing some video to try and, again, you can retarget people on search that complete a video on YouTube. And so the thought was raise some awareness, they watch the video if they go do the search, but again, we didn't have the audience size to do the search aspect, but I think we're still doing video. And that's another avenue that would love to get launched this next week. Is it's basically an overlay banner that lays over the video that like shop now. Then they can click it. It's to generate more direct response with video.
Obviously, we have a bigger daily budget to help you.
What's that?
Obviously, we had a bigger daily budget to help you.
Yeah, I think shifting strategy to have more some eyeballs on within actual marketplaces where the whole intent is to buy. I think we can start seeing some sales come through. And like I said, some of these platforms, they're just so new that there probably aren't a ton of marketers or advertisers on them, so the cost to actually get in front of people,
less competition.
Yeah, a lot cheaper. So yeah, we can create this Walmart account.
Just be mindful. The reason why it's taken us so long to not necessarily perfect Walmart, but just like understand the platform is that it's super finicky. So anytime there's an edit in the actual product page, sometimes it screws up the entire listing and like recategorizes it, changes the freaking title.
Which Amazon does too.
So like we've just now recently, after many trial and errors, it's like, okay,
most of them are okay.
Gotta make sure that
everything takes so much time. Brillo sounds familiar.
That's what we used with Ton.
But that's mostly not like, US based.
Like 90% or no, they don't have any suppliers that are US based.
The fastest shipping is like 2 weeks.
All international.
We added a bunch of products.
How long ago was that?
Like
early this summer.
April, May.
I'm working with my wife's brother, and he brought it up, and that was my thing, is looking into doing something like that, getting Shopify going, and then we were looking through it, and I was like, I'm hesitant with anything from China and stuff like that because you don't want to promise certain shipping dates, and then it's just a headache to deal with. But as we're going through it, there are a few. There aren't many, but there are a few that are in North America. That's U.S. and Canada, and so. It might be.
We should look again.
Just have other people. We do the drop shipping. They add our products to their site.
And vice versa.
And then we would just ship the item directly. Like they send us the customer info and then we ship our products. And I was like, that's another way for us to, we could wholesale it essentially to them. And they do the advertising if they want, or we do the advertising and they just kind of piggyback off of it. But we were like, Oberlo. We couldn't find any U.S.
When did you look at it?
Last weekend.
Okay, so months later. Yeah. So maybe it's changed now. What are we doing with this?
Oh, I was just giving him our info.
I think I send a request to you then.
Request to join.
Yeah.
I was amazed. Like he went in and created a Shopify account and everything like that, and it's amazing how seamless it is to just add products into the store from that. Yeah. But yeah, that was my biggest thing. I was like, man, I don't want to get caught up in, we say X amount of days and then it's actually 2 weeks later. It's just logistically that ties up communication. It's like, yeah. And so as we started looking through it, there aren't many, but there are a few. And the few that there were, they did have a good amount of products that you could use. Have you guys done drop shipping before?
I've
like drop shipping our products, or just drop shipping in general?
Drop shipping in general.
Yeah, I mean that's what we did for Casey's accounts. That's drop shipping.
And also for Training Mask, I do it. Not for myself. Like I'm actually working on a drop ship. It's actually called Walmart Drop Ship Vendor Program. I'm working on
really
for Training Mask. Yeah. So they're basically, when you order Training Mass products online, it's going to be
get that notification
shipped to store from the Training Mass manufacturer.
Gosh, is that here in America?
Yeah. Yeah, they don't want those products on Walmart shelves, but since Walmart.com is trying to compete with Amazon.com, they're like, okay.
Yeah.
You guys have the mac and cheese after dark, right?
Yeah, that's Damien.
Okay.
We have access to that too.
You're in then.
So then I'm in.
Okay.
Okay.
And there's a swimwear.
Why it said that? I don't get there. Their whole setup is weird. It's just a pain because the thing that I filled in said it was requesting access. Wait.
There you go. Cool.
So we found out that like the biggest supporters, like the biggest buyers, are sorority chicks, single mothers, and gay men, which is why you see so many ads that say like men to men or men to men.
So doesn't the audience insights, and I didn't see. I was like, that's interesting.
It was the reason that happened was because of our the dude video.
So that was one thing we saw too. Like between the two, more people. I think people watch the guy video more
longer.
people that started watching it finished watching it or watched more of it.
I see.
Versus
it's
the
different.
girls.
Yeah.
A lot of people would start it, but people wouldn't finish watching.
Interesting. I mean, our initial idea when we first started all this stuff, wasn't to go crazy and just do a bunch of random advertising. Everybody told us, we're just like, okay, let's just do what we want to do. Get these dudes in shorts, just be funny, and then see what happens slowly. But then the marketers were like, no, nobody likes that. It is like hot chicks. You're screwed.
No matter what content you produce, there is an audience that it resonates with. It's just a matter of finding that audience.
No, you need hot chicks. So then we had to make another video. Hot chicks. And we just redid the whole website, just hot chicks. And we haven't been, last season when we were really trying and paying so much money, Nancy was going on there almost every day posting up stuff on Facebook, and was
the organic stuff working?
I don't know if it returned orders specifically, but people were definitely responding to it.
We just got access, obviously, but so when it came to the Facebook stuff that you guys did, was it on the actual news feed, or did you guys test anything within the marketplace?
No, we haven't tried Facebook Marketplace.
I think that we through Shopify uploaded to Marketplace, but no, I don't think any advertising.
Any advertising? Because going back to the whole Wish and all that stuff, where it's people's intent is to buy something when they're on there, that might be worth testing as well.
One thing I'm curious about, and I thought we had fixed it, is the Google Shopping. I still can't find the stuff on there.
What?
I noticed, Eric brought it up. He was saying there's something up with the Google Shopping, so I uninstalled the other Google Shopping thing inside Shopify that we had, added a new one, and then successfully, I had to contact Google, or I don't know, maybe Eric contacted Google, one of us contacted Google, got it fixed, got the suspension lifted off the account, uploaded a new feed or whatever. I still don't see him on there, at least last time I checked.
So,
and then an eBay listing or two would come up, and it pissed me off because somebody left a bad review, and so I contacted them, and they were an idiot because I found out there was a valve missing, and they said there's no instructions to. I was like, it's just a mess up with the product.
Yeah. Even if you had instructions, it wouldn't.
I was like, I'm just gonna send one to you. Hopefully you still have the thing. It was a month prior that the review was left. I didn't even know until I looked on Google Shopping. And then she got it, and she wrote back, and she's like, "Thank you so much. It solved everything." And then I was like, "I'm not asking you to leave a great review or anything. Honesty is great. You can leave it up that says that the valve didn't come with it.
Yeah.
So, but if you could just honestly let people know what's up, so they don't think like the product's like, totally defective and that you weren't taking care of, and so she actually fixed it. And so now the thing is 5 out of 5 stars on eBay, and now it's gone from Google. Like what the hell? Like what is that all about? It's like okay, stupid. Every little damn thing is like.
Yeah, so, the shopping one, too, we were doing kind of the same as the regular search, because they're both just search ads. So we were waiting for that audience to hit that 1,000 before it can show. So we can test that, too. Basically, just take that audience off, and then so that it can run whenever someone searches, along with a regular search.
Yeah, because the shopping hasn't run at all, huh?
They're both going off that audience.
Yep.
So I was just waiting for that 1,000. So like whenever someone goes to your site, we have it set up so that it creates a list of those people. And so to be able to target the people that come to your site on searches, it has to do with the privacy stuff. So you're not like somehow tracking them down. So the list has to get to 1,000 people is like that magical number.
Similar to Facebook stuff, just Google's thing. And it basically, it comes down to privacy so that it's not like you're just segmenting 2 people and it's just all privacy.
There's ways. Google just doesn't want to help you do it.
And so a lot of the things that have been going on are those top funnel things to introduce the brand, not so much shop now, like buy from us, but hey, check out our inventory, visit the site, check out our inventory, what all we have to offer. The people that don't buy, we would then retarget with check out this, but calls to action saying shop now, purchase, and really just trying to introduce the brand before we ask for the sale. It's just the audiences haven't built up to get those going, but we can still do the shopping ads the shopping ads that you've seen to first-time visitors so that we're not waiting for an audience list to fill up, and see if we can start driving some sales with the shopping ads. Yeah. Same with search is, you're going to typically search converts. The highest people are searching for that product or brand. And so it hasn't run because just didn't have the audience size. And so we'll start testing with, without having the RLSA or the retargeting going so that we can see if we can get some sales through people actually searching for the particular products or the industry, anything like that.
Just like by chance, like people just literally just would search for it. It was an organic Google search.
It looked like unicorn.
Yeah,
unicorn sold pretty good.
And then after we started digging into the conversions and all that, I think you mentioned it where we'd have there'd be 3 clicks, but 10 conversions. But it was someone that.
I think it's how we did how they use the same page for the checkout and to log in
to check order, revisit your order confirmation page. Details,
so you'll see an order that they paid $60 some bucks, but then it shows up as 1,000 because they checked 20 times.
Come on, shop.
Yeah. So do they not allow there's nothing that you can do to separate the 2 pages to where someone can check in on the order where it doesn't contain a thank you in the URL?
Think of ways to do it. Probably if you.
That would help us optimize off the data a bit better, because it's when you start looking, I was like, oh yeah, our CPA is awesome, but then you realize that it's because someone came back 5 times to check in on the status. And
considering that Shopify is one of the biggest e-commerce platforms that exist.
That's the first thing I thought. I'm like, why don't they have this?
A little bit of research.
Yeah.
Because I've seen that before too. When what was it? The Beatles anniversary. I helped them set up for the re-release of the album during it. I forgot which one it was, but they had a bunch where, because if you got the pack, it was $100 and some bucks, but then it was showing these people were coming back, checking it it had to be every day, so it was showing a couple $1,000 or $2,000. Yeah, basically.
So that's the page. So I make sure my order's still good.
And yeah, I had to tell her that, and she worked with like all these music people, and so she's like, well, I'll have them look at all the other ones now too.
I mean, there has to be a way with as big as the platform is. I'm sure someone has mentioned, hey, I'm getting incorrect data.
Well, I wonder if they just tell you to switch it. And Google, though, and
I mean, if they're...
Because you can switch it to one click, one conversion.
Yeah.
Because that's what we ended up doing with the music stuff.
Is that how it's set up currently? Have they been updated?
The order ID, then it should, even if it's fired multiple times, it's the same order ID. Looks like there's probably a way to do it.
All right, now
So right now it's not tracking order IDs then. If you go into Google Analytics and look at conversions, do you see that there's an order ID in there from Shopify? If there isn't, it's an easy fix actually. Can you show me an example where there's a duplicate for a conversion? I wonder if it's like AdWords.
I'll show you.
So analytics looks like it might be okay.
Yeah, analytics is, I think, okay. Where it comes down to is when we start looking at what keywords are driving what, there might be one person that came in on one particular keyword and then has just come back 20 times. On the surface, it looks like, sweet, this keyword is doing well. Let's continue to push budget there. Let's see what we can do to expand upon it. But in reality, it's not.
This. So, like, this is in your conversions in AdWords. So, it shows that there were 22, but it's all on one.
Oh, yeah.
So that one is the ID in there.
Yeah, okay.
Because essentially the pixel is firing anytime anyone
So
hits the thank you page.
Saying it was that much, but then if
Can
this is the
Can
page,
you send me a link to that?
this one, or the list,
I mean, I assume it'll...
Actually, now that that popped up, are you guys doing anything from an email standpoint?
I tried, what was it? Privy? No, not Privy. What's that other one? Yes, we did. I just have to remember the name of it.
No, last summer.
But yeah, that was last summer.
Last summer.
I haven't really worked on BiggerKids at all this entire season.
Do you know where those emails are going if someone were to sign up? Basically, what I'm getting at is it'd be...
I think you have something in there for what's this? What's the one that the MailChimp? Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
So it might be worth it to tie in, going back to the retargeting is on Facebook. If people get to the website, don't convert, what we can do is set up like a lead ad where we can message with, give us your email, get 20% off type thing, and then we can tie in if someone fills that out, and then goes to MailChimp and then immediately sends out, so that people see it on Facebook, and then if they want the discount, because that is
similar where like they'd sign up for, just to sign up on our subscriber
A
list.
little pop-up thing.
Yeah, and then if they did not end up purchasing anything, then through Shopify, you can automatically send them an email that says you forgot something in your shopping cart. Do you want to come back? Is that
Your
what you're talking about?
manually.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, essentially just emailing people that don't buy and just saying, hey, how many people did that go out to, or was there a good volume there? And of the people that went to, did you guys get any traction or?
There were a couple, but we didn't really track it per se. There was no system of measurement.
And it wasn't a shit ton of people.
Yeah.
So it's not really sample size enough to
Do you want me
really...
to send you the MailChimp info?
Sure. Because couldn't you link the one we have with theirs, or are we in a bunch of different ones?
I turned off the proxy, by the way. It probably need to slow down slightly, but let's see if it makes a difference.
Yeah, if we get added with a MailChimp account, is that set up in Google Analytics? Any event to fire when someone signs up? Does it go to a thank you page?
If they sign up on that pop-up on the website, I think that just that pop-up disappears or is replaced by thank you text. I just paste it in. So.
Like confetti.
Is it always Hello Summer 17? The promo code?
Now it is.
That definitely needs to be changed.
I'm assuming the 17 was 2017.
Yeah, I had to go in and change that on the videos. I think it took the year off the videos.
Good, yeah. I think I remember that.
'Cause he had something about 2017. I think it was in the title. And then I sent you on Hangouts that link, and if it doesn't work, just let me know. I can tell you how to get there.
Okay.
Is there any way that we could... Do you have Google Analytics hooked up through Tag Manager, or...
I do.
Actually, we do have access. Yeah, because what are some of those tags? Like what? Like stripping the UTM and...
Google tag. So what I was able to do, even though it was Shopify, was actually able to track people's IP addresses or whatever, or a cookie. I think maybe I did both. And then depending on where they came from, they were getting different prices.
Gotcha.
So I was like able to, the affiliates were very expensive, so I was able to keep the prices where they were actually selling, but at the same time kill two birds with one stone and work with the marketers to try to like actually figure out what we're doing with Facebook and all that, which I think was, in hindsight was a bad idea. We should have just stuck with the affiliate people because it was actually working, and then we pissed them off. But I told them I was honest with everything we were doing. It's not like...
Yeah. Would you be able to add in as an event anyone that fills out that so that we can get that? Because essentially what we can do then is, if that's an event, we can again build an audience for people that actually filled that out. I could do it if it goes to a thank you page. That's pretty easy, but the whole identifying and isolating if someone signs up with that pop-up, and if we can make that an event, we could retarget those people, create an audience. And then we could also see what traffic sources are driving people to sign up as well.
Yeah, they were like social media, like account bot, like Russian bot people.
And
it,
like
it
Armenian
worked.
bots.
It did work. I mean, I would follow what they were doing. Some of it, they kind of hide some of it.
Yeah.
Some of it early on, especially, they didn't have all of their codes and stuff scrambled or whatever when they were testing. And they like have just people posting up pictures of the floaties and stuff and like putting flames all over it and be like, this shit's hot, blah, blah, blah. And then like re-sharing it with other accounts, just all their other accounts. And that was it. I mean,
they just created their own network.
They had a whole bunch of established accounts that were like mostly bots, and every once in a while they'd throw in a product advertisement or something like that. And then they created one new like Twitter account, maybe another.
A few.
Yeah, they just basically created brand new accounts for the floaties, started putting content in there, but then were retweeting with accounts that are just running all day for other things. So you look at these other accounts, and you would see like a funny video, blah, 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 and then you'd see like, oh, I just got these like shoes from blah, 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 it's badass, check them out, they're hot, flame, flame, flame. And then it's like, okay, and then like you'd see some stupid comment, looks like an auto quote generator or something, and then all of a sudden there's BiggerKids in there. It's like, oh, look at these floaties, they're hot, flame, flame, flame.
Well, it's amazing that
it works. It's crazy.
Well, yeah. Goddamn.
Facebook and Instagram are cracking down on that, because basically, you'll get a group of people that just like, hey, if I post this, all you guys like it, comment, because then it's their whole algorithm is cool. If they're getting engagement, we'll show it more. So then building up an audience, and then once you have a huge audience, then it's like, cool, look at this, go buy it, and then it's basically reaching people for free. Yeah. It just takes time to get that network going, but yeah, it's obviously trying to hack the system, but their algorithm is getting better at identifying that and preventing it.
Is a hub, and he is the gatekeeper of bringing people together. He doesn't give you direct access to the affiliates. He has a list of, but kind of, I don't know. He liked us. He's like, I'll help you guys, but he doesn't really have any time for us at all. And then this he's like, I'm sorry guys, I'll help you this this season, right? And he gave us a dedicated guy. He's like, this guy is going to take care of you. He's just going to handle your account, and so that and he made sure we had enough product and all this stuff, because like, it's going to be a waste of our time if it's under like many tens of thousands of dollars or something. And then he's on. Yeah. Makes sense.
So what happened was,
and then that guy quit.
Yeah,
that guy just quit. He left the company.
We were in the process of.
We spent 2 months dealing with that guy.
For a merchant account,
multiple merchant accounts.
Like. Essentially, they're like, you guys...
Like, you need $100,000 a month, minimum.
Yeah, so we're, like, in the process of applying for a merchant account, and then the dude just leaves.
Wow.
Yeah,
he had 2 people leave.
Yeah, we went through all this crap. Yeah. We're like, we would talk to him, like, I would at least, because I was doing, like, web stuff. I talked to him, like, every few days, and then he would do a little tweak here, a little tweak there, do whatever he wanted. For like 2 months, and we're working on that merchant account stuff, and it's like, oh man, we got to get, like, multiple merchant accounts. But basically, we're going to go through one person who's going to take the same information and get us multiple merchant accounts, and we did all that stuff, and all of a sudden we're like, so we did this.
Yeah, it's like, we didn't hear from you. It's like, oh, Vanessa quit, and then we're like, okay, well, let's get reacquainted with another person, and then like, sure enough, like freaking Todd quits.
Yeah, Todd was like, he had her account. Wow. Yeah, and so Sonny, the main guy, is like, I gave it to him because it's kind of like, I'm making shit tons of money. The guy makes millions and millions of dollars.
Like tens of billions. So he just pitied us.
He's all, I'm dealing with this other stuff. Right now, I guess he's trying to figure out ways to like buy land to get money out of Bitcoin that he has and all this crazy stuff.
Gotcha.
He forgot that he had $2 million left in the account. That's the kind of rich that he is.
He forgot $2 million sitting in an account.
Yeah.
So he's just like in a whole new realm. He's like,
that would be nice. That would be nice.
Damn. That's intense.
Are you guys able to give us send us a link for MailChimp?
I just gave you our login.
Oh, okay, cool.
But like, Facebook, sorry.
Oh, okay.
Here, I can just send it to every impression counts. Yeah.
So, need to get it all on there so we can just see.
Yeah. Cool, because I think I said driving traffic to the site, the people that don't convert, running some of those lead ads and letting them know they can get 10% off just by filling this out. We'll send you an email. Is it falling?
It's sliding, yeah.
I also emailed it.
Cool.
Yeah, Wish is cool. Like, I didn't realize, I thought it was just like C2C. I didn't realize that merchants can actually get on and stuff.
Yeah.
I thought it was just literally like kind of like eBay.
That's what I thought it was as well.
Well, yeah, but it was different.
I'm sure it was though, like, cause even Craigslist, like, if you search now, I doubt it was like that in the beginning, but it's like you can choose to get rid of like the actual businesses.
Yeah.
With your filters.
Yeah, business and private party. Yeah.
So I'm sure it probably started out like that until it built up enough people on it.
Let's get rid of what is it? You go find a massage therapist.
In a room like this. Just nothing on the suite name, nothing. It's just some little back back rubs.
Written on a piece of paper horribly.
Knock 3 times.
He's like, he's talking about how he's like super super stoked that he doesn't have any roommates anymore. Just have one in massage therapy. Just go to my house. Well, I'm like, what, really? Is that easy? He's like, yeah, just go and Craigslist.
Do you need access to Privy? I set up Privy, but...
What is Privy?
Oh, that's that pop-up thing.
Yeah. Okay, so you don't need that.
Maybe I gave it to him. I think you had me change something on there. Maybe I gave it to you.
Which was that? Was that that was the 10%?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think you
asked if you could move the thing. I was like, do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it would pop up right when someone got there.
Yeah.
And then just changing it to exit.
Oh, that's right.
Exit intent.
Yeah.
Which we've seen bounce rate and time on average session duration improve since doing that.
Oh, that's good. I hate those pop-ups.
Yeah,
When we're told to put them on there, I'm like, I hate it myself, but...
It's true.
Well, I mean, I guess for us, tons.
So have you guys seen any emails come through? Would you guys know? Do you guys get notified?
Yeah. Like customer emails?
Yeah.
She used to get them all. She used to get them all the time.
Well, we all do. I'm just like the main one, but like, yeah. I mean, it should filter into your Gmail. We have our Zoho. So.
Oh, you guys have Zoho?
Set up for all of it.
Okay. Have you seen their Zoho 1 or Zoho Plus? For like $35 a month per user, you get like 40 different apps, and there's like project management, there's a live chat feature, but then they have campaigns where you can create drip campaigns, and you can tie it to Google Analytics, so you can send out certain emails based off of what people are at on the website. That's what we're gonna get going here shortly. But yeah, it's if you do the same thing with HubSpot, you're looking at like $600 a month or something like that.
I like hated Zoho because they couldn't figure out all of our emails that we do get in. It's supposed to go in an inbox, still goes into spam. We called customer service, and they try to walk us through. They're like, "Well, did you intentionally set up your?" We're like, "Why would I intentionally set it up?" And then like we talked to them, and then like they're like, "We fixed it." I'm like, "No, now it's just going into my trash bin."
Yeah, that's the one problem that we've had, and it's a pretty consistent problem. It's like it works, everything works except that for some reason emails very consistently go to spam or trash.
Yeah, no, they never.
And there's like nothing you can do about it.
Yeah. And we've tested it out and everything. I mean,
I've
get notification on my phone that says new email that arrived in my trash bin. But it's just so
the fact you have to use your trash bin.
They're all, make sure it's not marked as spam and you'll be fine. You're like, okay.
So did you get an email when I just signed up for the let me check my trash?
BiggerKids? No, I didn't see anything. Try again.
Don't try again. Let's figure out what the hell the deal is. I gotta go.
Send a test email to admin at BiggerKids.
Once we get it mapped out as an event in analytics, it would help figure out if there are.
Did you sign up through that Privy thingy?
The pop up on the website.
Pop up?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
I forget we're in the same browser
Okay, so I got that test one. That arrived in my inbox.
Okay, well, that was just direct.
Not getting anything.
And then, do you know if someone were to use Hello Summer 17, if that would work?
That should still.
Okay.
In Shopify, we didn't set limitations on how many of those codes could be used.
Did you at least get a response from the thing? It looks like it's supposed to send you one.
Like in the email? In our email?
Yeah, whatever email you use to sign up. Okay. At least looks like it's supposed to. Like an autoresponder sends immediately after signing up. Oh, wait, it says published off. Okay. I guess that's not. All right.
That's weird.
Email. Okay, that's in there.